Hello BookTube friends, today is the 1st of February and the 1st of February also kicks off my month-long reading challenge, which is to read more of my magazines. Now if you saw in my February TBR video, you would see that I had a gigantic stack of magazines to read. So during the entire month of February, all 28 days, I am going to try to tackle this absolutely monstrous pile, which has about 30 different magazines in it, and I'm hopefully aiming to read at least 15 to 20 of those magazines this month. I'll probably insert some footage of me showing you the pile and how many magazines are actually in this pile and what magazines I'm subscribed to. So you can get a better idea of how many magazines there are and what I'll be reading. Tonight I am reading a Discover magazine. This is the April 2018 issue. I'm nearly a year behind on my reading. This is a science magazine, but it also includes archaeology, social sciences sometimes. This is about 70-ish pages, I believe. 74 pages, so it's not terribly huge. It's pretty thin. Most of them are pictures, but sometimes articles will be really long. So yeah, this is my first magazine of the month. Hey guys, so today is the 2nd of February, so I thought this would be the perfect time to show you how big my magazine stack actually is, and I'll count through the magazines so we can get a number and see how many magazines I'm actually dealing with here. Here is the stack. This is my hand. It's huge stack. So I'm gonna count through them and we will see how many magazines are actually in this stack. I just counted, there are 27 magazines in total. 28 if you're including the one that I'm reading right now. Hey guys, so I'm gonna update you on this here reading challenge. So I started this here magazine a few days ago. I only got halfway through it and then I stopped, and then today I picked it up again and I just finished it. So that is the 4th magazine I read. I am very behind on this here challenge. I guess I'll show you the magazines that I've read so far. So this is the first one, the Discover magazine. This is the April 2018 issue. Then we have the Canada's History magazine. This is the April-May 2018 issue. Then we have the Crime Canadian Style. This is a special issue magazine. And of course this here Discover one, which is a May 2018 issue. So that's 4 so far. And I'm planning on reading a 5th one. This here is the Archaeology Magazine May-June 2018. So we're getting closer and closer. The pile is slowly dwindling. I mean, I can get through these fairly quick. It's just I've not been feeling very good lately. Hello friends. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I am currently laying in bed. I just got done reading this here Archaeology magazine. So this is my 2nd magazine of the day that I got read. I'll be reading the National Geographic History magazine. This is once again the May-June 2018 issue. Hey guys, I'm sorry if it's really dark in here. We're having a snow day today. Last night, which is probably like 2 days after I vlogged last or something, I finished the National Geographic History magazine. So today we are moving on to a Discover special issue magazine. This is medical mysteries. So it's an entire 90-ish page magazine all about medical mysteries. They have a special column in the magazine where they talk about how doctors figure out cases of patients who have mystifying and complex symptoms. Hey guys, so it's 12 o'clock in the morning now. I just got done reading the medical mysteries and my cat is being a turd. What are you doing, beast? There are a lot of good medical stories in here about weird conditions and basically advances in medicine and all that stuff. So it was a good read. I really liked it. The next magazine we are going to be reading is a Canada's History magazine. This is from June and July 2018, so we're getting there. We're getting through the stack. So I've read 7 magazines so far, and today is the 13th of February. I think I'm making pretty good progress. Like, I'm reading at the rate of like a magazine and a half a day, so that's pretty good. Hey guys, so today I believe is the 17th of February. It would technically be the 16th since it just turned another day, but I am I am behind on my reading for this month. The past few days, my sister and I have spent binge watching Netflix, so I've got literally no reading done. I think this is the 8th magazine that I'm reading this month, and I'm like super behind. I have a stack over there of the rest of the 15 that I want to read for this month, so I'm going to really try to make an effort in the next few days to get through that. It's currently the 20th of February, I think. I have 8 days left of this challenge. I have not read nearly as many magazines as I had hoped I would get to reading. I think so far I read 8 magazines. I'm not sure. I'd have to do a recount. But yeah, this hasn't been a good month for my health. I don't know if I mentioned it, but a week and a half ago I missed one of my appointments, and it's my pain management appointment, and usually I go for an IV that helps me to keep my chronic pain under control. I missed that because of bad weather, and now obviously I'm paying the price because I'm in enormous amounts of pain when I wake up. I'm in a lot of pain when I go to sleep, and I'm taking more pain medication than I usually would take to control the pain. So all of that in turn has made it very difficult for me to read, because when you're in that amount of pain, your brain just becomes so foggy and messed up that it's nearly impossible for me to concentrate to read, or to even have the motivation to read. I've basically just been binge watching TV for like the past 2 days. Yesterday I had a really bad day. I was in a lot of pain. I ended up getting a pretty bad migraine, and I couldn't get any reading done. And then the day before that, I spent the entire day editing. I'm kind of discouraged with my health at the moment that, you know, I'm not pushing myself to read as much as I would like to. I haven't read a single book this month. Even the short stories that I planned on reading, I haven't gotten to them. I'm almost halfway through 12 Years a Slave. I'm halfway through one of my short stories, but yeah, I think my main focus is just getting down my magazine pile because it's so freaking huge. So I got 8 days left, and honestly, I can't plan for those 8 days for what I'm going to read, because my days have become quite unpredictable now with this increased pain, so I can't predict whether I'll be able to keep on reading even until 7 o'clock tonight. Like, I could read an hour and a half, end up getting a migraine, or my brain becoming so exhausted that I won't be able to continue. So yeah, that's just a little explanation. If you guys want me to make a video going more in depth about my struggles with reading and my health, then I'll be glad to make a video on that. I do plan on making one a little bit later, probably in like July, once I get a little bit more traffic on my channel. The other day ago, I did finish this year Canada's History magazine. This was the June-July issue. I really like this magazine. They had some pretty good articles in it. So today we are going to, well, I'm going to read this here Discover magazine. This is the June 2018 issue. So I just got done reading this here Discover magazine. So yeah, I was able to get that through this within 4 to 5 hours. Next, I'll be reading this here special issue of National Geographic King Tut. This is mostly just pictures and not actual text, so I should be able to get through this relatively quick, probably within 2 hours. I'm excited to read this here one about King Tut though, because I love reading about Egyptology and King Tut especially. Like, I can't get enough of it. I love reading about it. I was able to read this tonight relatively quick. Like I said, it's mostly pictures, very little text in this. And also really didn't have much new information that I already didn't know about King Tut. But I still enjoyed the pictures and I still enjoyed reading it. So I just counted, and altogether I have read 10 magazines this month, which it's good. That is, I'm good with that number, but I still got like, what, 8-ish, 7-ish days left. So I do have a pile of other magazines that I hope to read. I think it's like 1, 2, 6 magazines. So hopefully I can get those read, at least half of that read, before the end of the month. I think I'm making good progress. The pile that I do have left that I haven't read through yet, there's about 20, well not, no, there's about like 15-ish magazines, so I'm like halfway through the pile. So I think that basically throughout the next month or two, I will make it a priority to read at least 3 magazines a week just to get down the pile. Hey friends, so today I wanted to wrap up this here magazine vlog. It's currently the 4th of March, so obviously February is now over. So I read quite a few magazines. I think I almost hit the mark for how many magazines I wanted to read this month. Unfortunately, I mean, like you've seen through the vlog, this has been a pretty bad month for me with my health, so it was very difficult for me to read most days. I'm going to show you all of the magazines that I read, so we will do a final count. This here is the first magazine I read, a Discovery magazine from April 2018, so that's number 1. Number 2 is this here Canada's History magazine from, again, April. And number 3, we have this Canadian Crime magazine. This is a special issue. Number 4 is this here Discovery magazine from May. This is number 4. Number 5, we have this here Archaeology magazine from May and June. Number 6, we have a Medical Mysteries magazine. This is a special issue. Number 7, we have a National Geographic History magazine. This is from May and June. Number 8, we have a Canada's History magazine. This is from June, July. And number 9, we have a Discovery magazine. This is from June. And number 10, we have this here National Geographic Special Issue magazine. Number 11, we have this here Archaeology magazine from July, August. And we have number 12, this is from July, August. This is a National Geographic History magazine. And we have the one that I started reading during February that I have not finished yet. This is a September, October National Geographic issue. This would be the 13th magazine I read this month. I'm only halfway through it. My minimum of magazines read was going to be 15 in February, and my maximum I was hoping for was 20. Fortunately, I only got to like 12 and a half pretty much, so not quite 15, but I'm still happy that I read all those magazines because now my pile is like cut in half, so that makes me feel really good. In my March TBR that's coming up this Saturday, you will see that I'll mention that I'm going to continue to read magazines. My hope is that I will read 2 to 3, possibly 4 magazines a week. I feel like 2 is reasonable and 3 is really good, but like 4 might be pushing it a bit. I'm just hoping that I can get my pile whittled down even further. So in my March wrap up, I will include that month at the end, all the magazines that I read that month, just so you guys, if you're interested in this, can keep up. So yeah, I guess this concludes my kind of magazine reading vlog. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like these type of videos. So yeah, my Goodreads, Twitter, and Instagram will all be in the link below, so you can go on and follow me on social media. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.